Hello, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host, Jesselfdal, and another pitch meeting, ladies and gentlemen. So, I said in the last one I'd do one talking about Halo, and if you couldn't tell by some of the videos you've seen in my past, that I am, in fact, a pretty big fan of Halo. In fact, I have almost all the games. Until of course, my Xbox Game Pass expires in October, then I don't have Infinite no more, which I still need to continue playing that. I actually need to finish that after I finish Cyberpunk 2077 and so many other games as well. Jesus Christ, I have so many games I need to finish. Moving on. So, how does Halo relate to today's pitch meeting? Well, this comes back to, of course, Mass Reacts. That one fanfiction that sadly has long since been silent, but presented a really cool idea. And of course inspired by Crimson Sabbath's, of course, own Night Raid Plays Halo. And let's be honest here, there's a lot that can be done with this idea of the Mass Effect universe literally reacting to the Halo games, depending on how you do it. For this proposed pitch meeting, ladies and gentlemen, I say they react to Halo 1. What am I saying? Reach, Halo Combat Evolved, and of course the materials that came with it. The Halo Legends, of course, you know, kind of talking about the history of humanity and the creation of the Spartans. Which, dear God, the Solarians are gonna have a fucking word about. The Asari, of course, are gonna have a fucking word about, and even the Turians are gonna have some harsh words about it. At first. And then they see the Covenant. And then it completely is understandable why they do what they do. Moving on. So, the other thing, though, is have them react to, of course, the Legends, the material, Halo Reach 1, 2, and, of course, ODST. Now, why am I stopping at ODST? Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's how this could go. You could have it to where they react to the world itself, and as they're doing it, the galaxy changes. The treaties and everything that were in place, fuck all that! The Covenant, the Flood, the Forerunners, all that gone. More unified galaxy. Krogan, Genophage, we're facing the fucking Covenant and the Flood. Find a fucking cure for that thing and let's get an army raised, motherfuckers. Their version of a Spartan program? You goddamn right. The Asari pacifist? No longer. They're now ramping up for war. The Warhawks and the Asari's political structure are immediately taking power. Emergency powers are in place. Again, so many ways this could go down. But the big thing is when they see, because I can already see, because another idea you can have with this, and just throwing this out there, at the end of Reach, when they see the final stand of the Lone Wolf, of Spartan B312, Noble 6, their last stand, not only can you ramp up the emotions, not only can you have it to where the Turians fucking admire this son of a bitch, or bitch, depending on which, 6 we're going with, be it male or female. The Krogan, of course, are gonna fucking love Noble 6, because, that's just how it is. The absolute anything you can have with it in terms of emotions for this person. But the big twist in it all, a portal opens up over the water. That area where the Krogan, the Rachni War Monument is, where that scaled down mass relay is. Have Noble 6 literally 20 feet in the air fall down through that portal and land in the water to be found by our good boy, Garrus. You heard right. Garrus. At which point in time, they literally, Noble 6, and of course, is informed that, she or they, Noble 6, is no longer in their galaxy, but they know what Noble 6 has been through. They know about the Spartans. They know about everything. And maybe if you want to have a little monitor basically floating around the Citadel, literally, helping them out, freaking ramp up for the war. Now, obviously, this could be a literal prologue to the war between the Didac and, of course, the UNSC and the Citadel forces, as well as the Reapers. You can have that little bit of a prologue. Hell, have Shepard in there if you must. But, that's down the line. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Noble 6 is then recruited by one of the many factions, because it's like, the Turians want Noble Six because this is a soldier who has seen hell itself, and literally is wanting to be recruited to train, not only the Turian forces, but of course, the Citadel forces how to fight the Covenant. The Asari want to get Noble Six because Noble Six has seen hell and needs fucking rest. Needs psychological fucking evaluation out the fucking ass. Literally Dr. Gray of, everybody gets a psychological evaluation! That sort of thing. Moving on. So, again, however each faction reacts to Noble Six and their intentions of wanting to grab Noble Six, I leave to you in the comments section and, of course, to the future author's intentions. Now, then we get to, of course, Halo Combat Evolved. Halo Combat Evolved is a game that is going to the storyline itself is going to make them freaking love Master Chief. Master Chief is one of the 2 hyper-lethal Vector Spartans. Noble Six being the other one. Master Chief is going to be a fucking symbol and an icon to look up to. And, again, one of those things. But then, of course, the events of Halo 2 come about. And that's where things get fun, because Halo 1, we got Sergeant Johnson. Halo 2, it's going to be every single non-commissioned officer, every single freaking Turian and Krogan want to meet Sergeant Goddamn Johnson. 100% grade A Marine badass. And literally learn from this guy. Shake his fucking hand, have a cigar with him. Again, one of those things. But the other one, of course, is obviously when you do ODST. When ODST is shown, as well as the trailer itself, which that trailer, dear God, is still fucking badass. To this day, that trailer is still fucking badass, including the deleted scene. The Krogan are gonna want to replicate the drop pods. They're gonna literally want to become ODSTs, because it's like, these crazy bastards are literally in a coffin, dropping down from low orbit into the battleground. The fucking Krogan would want to jump on that. Then again, the Krogan are fucking nuts, and I love the Krogan for all their worth. I fucking love the Krogan. I really do. The other one, of course, is them actually kind of learning more about the Covenant, as well as the Engineers. Hell, you could have maybe the stupid jellyfish, the Hanar, literally losing their shit over how the Engineers are treated. The Asari and everyone else obviously will have their own interpretations. You can have their reaction to how the Engineers are treated, and literally probably have them be a protected species or a protectorate, depending on who gets to them first. With the Solarians, obviously they're going to try and treat them as freaking organic computers, because it's the Solarians. The Turians and the Asari are probably the only ones who are going to have any good intentions towards them. Which the Turians are probably going to have very much so honor to the elites, at least. But this is where we can do basically a stopgap, or at least not a stopgap, where the plot begins. Where literally they finally get the coordinates to Earth, they know where Earth is now, and they come there right at the beginning of the events of Halo 3. A massive fleet during this entire time is built up, training has been done, everyone is gung-ho and ready to basically kick Covenant ass and bring humanity out from extinction. Literally come in, save the day, and be the badasses they want to be. Maybe even beat Master Chief. Either way, though, and how that goes literally can be anything. Hell, the Believe marketing campaign, you could have veterans of that war from the Citadel side included into it. Literally have them talking about literally being on Earth, kind of pointing out where they were. Have a Krogan who talked about when he drop-podded right in there, saving a squad of Marines, and kind of point out where he literally freaking elbow-checked a brute into a wall. Let me go and ask this now in the comments section. Seriously, Krogan versus a brute. Who do you think will win? My money's on the Krogan. That's my money. Anyway, though. And then, of course, obviously, you could continue on with Halo 4, fucking Infinite. If you really want to do Halo 5, which... including Infinite. Again, there's a lot of ways you can literally do after they find Earth, and they literally come in at the events of Halo 3. The Swords of Sanghelios. Literally all of this. I mean, again, there's so many ways one could go about this story. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of really want someone to do this. I legitimately want someone to do this. I'd try it, but I'm kind of fucking busy with everything else in between, including Operation Medea, which we're going to be recruiting more people onto to help kind of get things smoothed out. Yeah, either way though. But no, seriously though, the big thing about it is that this story idea really does lead to a lot of cool concepts and ideas. Not to mention other story ideas. Hell, fucking Call of Duty, Starship Troopers, the anime, the movie, the TV show, the comics, the video game. There are literally so many ways this story idea could work out, and I would continue on it, but I'm not. Because I've already done 2 of these pitch meetings around the Mass Effect universe. And I'd love to hear in the comments section what universe you want me to do a pitch meeting for next, and sort of the ideas that you could present and how they could be done. In the next one, ladies and gentlemen, I might focus on the DC animated universe, not the current one, the classic, the one from the 90s, the one I grew up with Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, and kind of talk about that and sort of how that could work and how that could go as a reaction story. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Airsoft Al, and I will see you lovely, lovely people in the next pitch meeting. And if you think you can do something with this idea, let me know in the comments section down below. And if you can do something with this idea, please do, and I will happily review it. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Airsoft Al, and I will see you lovely, lovely people in the next video. Till next time. And remember, Spartans never die. They simply go missing in action. Till next time.